Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be doing a reading to see what the divine masculines who are still in karmic relationships, what their energy is towards their karmic partner, as well as their energy towards their feminines. And we're also going to take a look at the feminine's energy. So I'm not really feeling guided to look into the karmic energy, so just so you guys know that, so you know not to expect it. And as always, I want to thank everybody for your support and all the sweet and supportive comments in my last video especially. Thank you so much. Okay, so I actually did pull out the first two cards, but the camera wasn't focusing. It was like really annoying. So I just had to do it over, but I did keep the cards. And what we got was, and these cards were actually the theme cards for the general energy of the masculines. So we got reflection, which says illusion, self-examination, distortion, and higher power. So this is really about them. I feel like it's reflecting on the clarity that we saw that they got in the previous reading. Okay, so in case you didn't see that, or if you don't remember, in the past couple of weeks, the masculines have gained a lot of clarity into their situation with their karmics, as well as concerning their feminines. So right now what's going on is that they're just kind of processing this clarity, this new information, really coming to terms with it. And this is why they're reflecting. And what they're realizing is that everything, that they had been living so far in this karmic relationship was an illusion. It was a distortion. They're seeing now their distorted perceptions that they've been having. So this is actually really good. And with higher power here, it's like they're not doing this alone. They have guidance from the divine, from the universe. And this is also them tapping into their own higher power, not just the higher power in general. They're tapping into their own higher selves. So it's like they are becoming more intuitive, and they are being guided and directed, and it's like they're accepting this guidance now. So of course this might be subconscious, right? It's not like they consciously know that this is what it is, but the divine is stepping in and is pushing them and guiding them. So I just really love this card. I love it. All right, so let's get into it. And we're gonna start by seeing what the masculine's energy is towards their karmic. Spirit, what are these masculines thinking, feeling, doing concerning their karmic relationships? What is their general energy towards this karmic relationship? Oh. So we got the Tower first card out. So they are still in this heaviness. And we also have the Lovers. So this relationship is pretty much having a huge change. Okay, when these two are together, this does not mean that they are seeing the karmic as their lover. All right, this is what the Tower is referring to this relationship, that this is what is coming down. But we will clarify. So let's see what else. What is going on here? What are they thinking, feeling? So we have, okay, so the Three of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So finally, it seems like the masculines concerning the karmic, they're finally coming out of this, I guess you could say, heartbreak, because even if they didn't have romantic feelings for the karmic anymore, it's still a type of heartbreak, okay, the separation. So, these emotions about leaving the karmic or about this relationship ending was causing them sadness. And it looks like now, it's like they're ready to come out of that. It's like they've processed, the pain of having to end a relationship and to move forward with the Nine of Pentacles here to being single. All right, so this is just actually really confirming that this Lovers card is what I said, that it's not their relationship, right? Especially with the Nine of Pentacles here, right? This is a card of being single, of being independent. So this is them just, oh wow, like just the Tower. It's coming down. So this is the energy that they have, or that they're holding towards their karmic. And this card is often also a card of choice. And I do feel like, I mean, they already know what they want, and now it's just a matter of putting it into action. So we will clarify just a bit. Although it is clear, I do want to get a little bit more details. So, Spirit, if you can help give us some more detail. What do we need to know? What's going on with this Tower and Lover's card? So we have Judgment in reverse. So yeah, there are no second chances. Well, maybe they've already had their second chances. Maybe third, fourth, fifth, who cares? Point is, there's not another chance. This relationship is not resurrecting. So I feel like it's just finally, it's just done in their minds and in their hearts. Now it's just a matter of all the practical things that they need to do. Let's see. Yeah. See, so we had this card in the previous reading too, the Two of Wands, and we also have the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, this is definitely a card of separation. So just keep in mind that this is what's in their minds and in their hearts. It doesn't mean that this is actually what's going on in their environment. So situationally, right, they're still there, but mentally and emotionally, they're not there. All right, Five of Pentacles is just being isolated, not being together, and especially with this Nine of Pentacles here too. It's just, I don't want to say, you know, everybody says left out in the cold. It's not really that they're left out in the cold. It's just that there's a loss here. All right, and with this Three of Swords in reverse, this is exactly what they're coming, emotionally, they're coming out of the pain of this loss, but the loss is still there, okay? And with this Two of Wands, it's exactly what I had said in the previous reading, that they're planning. They're just planning on how to go about this separation. So it's not even a matter of having to make a decision anymore about what they want. They already know. It's just a matter of planning how to go about it. All right, so let's see how the masculines are thinking and feeling towards their feminines. What is going on with these masculines concerning their feminines? How are they thinking, feeling, doing? So we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Let's keep going so we can see what this is about. The Nine of Cups. All right, let's get at least one or two more. The Emperor. Wow. Okay. So I do want to clarify this Nine of Wands. So with the Nine of Cups and the Emperor, it's like, yeah, so they still feel like the feminine is what they want. It's the feminine that fulfills them. And this is what their wish is, right? To have the feminine. And they are feeling like they want to be the Emperor for the feminine. And we did get this in the previous reading too. So I love how it's so consistent. So let's just clarify this Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like they're almost feeling like they're not, what I'm getting is that they might not be sure that the feminine still wants them. So it's almost as if they feel like they've lost their opportunity with them, or they're just not sure. Because with the Nine of Wands, I do feel it's kind of like a giving up kind of energy, just kind of feeling a bit like a victim, not sure if you can achieve what you want. So let's just see. The Page of Pentacles. Let's see what else. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. So yeah, exactly what I said. So it's like they feel like it's like they're not sure right now if the feminines would accept their offer, and they might feel like this offer is still small at the moment, and maybe this is why they're just feeling like they're not sure if they could come forward, that their offer is so small and that the feminines might not accept it because I mean, obviously they haven't resolved all the issues with the karmic. So if they were to come forward now to the feminine, the offer would be quite small. It wouldn't be full commitment with this Page of Pentacles. It would be some sort of stability, yes, it would be something, but it's not the whole package, right? And this is making them, knowing that is making them feel like they don't really have a chance right now with the feminine. And then with this Ace of Wands in reverse, that's just exactly confirming that they feel like the potential for this new beginning just isn't there right now, but it's because of them. It's because of them and because of their situation, not because of the feminine, not because they don't want the feminine, because they clearly do. All right, with this Nine of Cups and this Emperor right here. So I actually just want to get just a couple of cards for each, for the karmic and for the feminine, to just see what this is leading to. So Spirit, what is this energy leading to for the masculines and their karmics? I mean, we already see, but yeah, the Magician in reverse. So just seeing that it's just not, it's not possible. All right, that just, it's like they've made all their efforts, right? And the masculine has tried putting in their power as much as they can, right? Trying to manipulate it this way, not in the bad way, manipulate it that way, trying to make it work, and just realizing that they just really don't have control over this connection. It's like the connection is what it is. They can't make it what they once thought it could be. And they just can't manifest what they thought it could be. So that's what that is, just not working out. And let's see for the feminine. So what is this leading to? Them not really being sure that they can make this offer at the moment, but still wanting this. Feminines are still their wish, what they're wishing for, wanting to be the Emperor. So what is this ultimately leading to? Oh. Okay, so we got 4. So we have the Ace of Wands leading to a new passionate beginning, all right, a new potential. So it doesn't matter that we have this Ace of Wands in reverse here, right? This is just how they're feeling right now. But what it's leading to is the Ace of Wands being upright with this Page of Cups. All right, so what's going on is that there's going to be some sort of an apology or just some sort of an expression concerning their emotions. All right, that's what this is leading to. And then here we have the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups in reverse. So reconciliation, you know, just, this is usually something from the past coming back up. So this is obviously the past relationship with the masculine and the feminines coming back together. And the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like, yeah, trying to get this opportunity that they had once missed, coming out of discontentment, wanting to have what fulfills them, right, with this Nine of Cups, and just not accepting what doesn't fulfill them, which is not having the feminine. So this is really positive. So this is what this is leading to. So, I mean, Yeah, everything is pretty consistent, I would say. So it's only been a week, so yeah, we can't expect to see major changes, but with this Tower still going on here, I feel like the masculine is just like this card here with the reflection says, they're just still really, really coming to terms with what is going on with the Karmic, which is the relationship ending. All right, and there's just a lot of healing that needs to take place with this. All right, so I want to move on to the feminines. Let's see. What is going on with the feminines? So what are the feminines in these situations? Thinking, feeling, processing, dealing with. All right, so we already have the Nine of Swords out. So the feminines are still a bit in their pain, I want to say. Let's see what else. Are they thinking, feeling, going through? Justice in reverse, the Ten of Swords, and there's one more that flipped over. Just give me a sec. Here it is, the Nine of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, feminines. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of up and down. Still having a little bit of a roller coaster going on in their emotions. I do feel like the feminines are ready to come out of this, but like I said in the previous reading, I do feel like it's going on in cycles. Like, so if you didn't see the previous video, I talked about how, you know, just when the feminines think that they have detached completely, something triggers them and the emotions arise and come up, and they realize that there was still more that needed to be processed. And so they process that, and what happens when that happens is that a layer of defense mechanism and ego is stripped away. And that's because when you are in denial of the attachment, or you're just not seeing it, that's a defense mechanism. So when those feelings arise and you have to come face to face with them, well then a part of your ego is destroyed and the self-defense mechanism is destroyed, right? So then that cycle just repeats itself, and every time there's just more and more healing. And every time the ego is just destroyed more and more, and the defense mechanisms are just broken down more and more, okay? So I feel like this might still be going on with this Nine of Swords here. And it's, you know what it is? It's because they feel like they have been treated unfairly. This is causing them stress. And not just that they've been treated unfairly, there are a lot of feminines that probably feel like the whole situation is just unfair. You know, that they've been doing the work, or that they have treated the masculine with love, and then what do they get in return? Just having to wait all the time. And they feel like it's just unfair that the masculine is taking so long to come towards them, right? Leading them to feel betrayed with this Ten of Swords here. So I'm actually getting quite a few messages about what I want to say about this. Let's see, how long is this video? Okay, it's not that long. So I'm trying to kind of see if I have time to mention all the messages that just came through, or just choose. So one is concerning patience, and then the other is concerning healing. So I'm gonna start with the healing, and we'll see if we have time to talk about the patience, or if it wants to come up. All right, so with the healing, And with this whole, you know, feeling that it's unfair, I feel like this has come up before in the past for a lot of feminines. All right, so if this doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. You don't have to take it. You can just ignore it because it might not resonate with everybody. But what I feel like Spirit is trying to say is that a lot of times we have wounds, not just childhood wounds from our family, but we can have wounds from previous relationships. Okay, so if you have ever had, if you're feminine and you have ever had a painful relationship in the past, maybe, and I'm not saying this is a definite thing, but maybe some of those wounds haven't healed. All right, and this would also be a block for healing the wounds caused by your masculines. All right, because then you're just, if you haven't healed these wounds, you're not going to be as balanced as you would be if you had healed them, right? So being in less balance is going to hinder you from being able to heal subsequent wounds. All right, so one way to figure this out and to go about coping with this is to think, if you have ever had a painful relationship in the past, start talking about it with a friend, with a trusted friend, okay? And by the way, I mean, this could also be true for masculines. So if you're masculine watching this, this could definitely apply to you as well. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be just for the feminines. So start talking about it with a trusted friend. Talk about how this person hurt you. Talk about how unfair and unjust the whole situation was to you. The pain that you felt. You know, if they humiliated you, or if they betrayed you, or just anything. And really pay attention to the emotions that come up. If you feel like you get emotional, well then that means something is still there lingering. It doesn't mean you're not over this person. Okay, let me just make that clear. No, it does not mean you're not over them. It does not mean that you want revenge. It does not mean that you haven't forgiven them. It just means that you haven't resolved the pain that they caused you. So, and you know what that leads to? When we haven't resolved pain from a relationship, that can make us subconsciously feel like we're not deserving of love. So you might logically know that you are deserving of love. You can say that to yourself. But if the core of your soul doesn't believe that, well, your soul always believes that. But if you, all right, in this body that you're in, don't believe that, it doesn't matter what you tell yourself, okay? So healing these wounds will help you feel like you are deserving of love, and therefore you will attract that and bring that into manifestation. So when you're talking with your friend about about the unfairness and the pain, and you get triggered and you feel emotional, if that happens, keep at it. Let it all out. Keep talking about it. If you cry, that's even better. Let everything come out, because that's what's going to initiate the healing. All right, and then once that healing is initiated for these past relationships, it will also help to heal these similar wounds that you have caused by your masculine. All right, so let me see. All right, so that was the one message that came through. The other one is concerning patience. And that's because with this Knight of Pentacles, right, this is the feminines feeling like the masculines are just taking so long and that they have to wait, and this is causing them to feel betrayed. It's like they're betrayed by this long process, and it's only natural to feel that way. Like, don't beat yourself up for it. You know what? I'm gonna leave the whole patience thing maybe for the next video. But let's just see if there's anything else that wants to be clarified for these cards. Or is there anything else that we need to know about the feminines here? 10 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, Spirit's like, lay down this burden. It's like the feminines are just carrying this energy on their shoulders about how unfairly they've been treated and how painful it is having to wait. And it's like, just, okay, and how do you put it down, right? That would be the next question. It's like, yeah, that's easy to say, but how do you do it? And there is no easy answer, to be honest with you. There is no easy answer. But just, you know, having at the back of your mind that you just want to relax into the situation for what it is, just accepting it and trusting, right, in this higher power. Trusting that the universe will take care of it. And it's hard, I know, it's like a catch-22 when we say, have faith, but don't sit around waiting. Well, how can you have faith in the relationship, but then not want to wait for it, right? So that's another topic that I might talk about in another video because it is a little bit complicated. But really just trying to relax in the situation for what it is. And when I say relax, obviously, that's easier said than done too. But it's just kind of leaving it up to the universe, right? Knowing that you don't have control. Just release this burden from your back. Release it. The more you realize that it's not in your control, and that the universe is taking care of it, the easier it will be to release. And the more you trust in the universe, again, the easier it will be to release this off of your back. All right, so I do want to keep this short. So let's move on to, I just want to see the likely actions that the masculines might be taking towards their feminines in the next week or so. So it could be actions or it could just be their energy, okay? So let's see, Spirit, what actions are these masculines likely to take towards their feminines in the next week or so? So we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Whoops. Sorry, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What else? The Seven of Swords. And just give me one maybe for the farther, just a farther away energy, farther away in the future. Anything that's further away. Oh, two. So the Page of Wands in reverse and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so I feel like for right now, within the next week or so, I don't think that the masculines are going to be taking major steps. I do feel that they're really focused right now on this reflection and on just really working through this tower moment that they're having concerning the karmic and the ending of this relationship, right? Because don't forget, we do have the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse for what it's leading to, all right? So they have a lot on their plate right now. And because they are reflecting on this and really processing these distortions that they had, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. So right now their focus is not going to be on taking action towards their feminine, but keep in mind, this is just for now. It doesn't mean that they never will, okay? Because with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like, yeah, they realize that there's an imbalance with their feminines, right? Just like the feminines are feeling this unfairness and unjust, and that the masculines haven't been making the right decisions, right? The masculines know that with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. They know they haven't been fair. They know they haven't treated the feminine fairly, and this is why this card is showing up, right? So I do see them acknowledging this, but with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's like they're not ready to just have this new start in the 3D just yet. So they are still it's like they're still a little bit in this deceptive mode because, well, they're deceptive because they're still in the situation with the karmic, but because this is showing up, it means that they're aware of this, okay? This is something that they know. So for this week at least, or, you know, when I say this week, I mean for whenever you watch this video, because these videos are timeless. So, but it would be for like a week or so after you watch this video. All right, and keep in mind, it could be different for everybody, all right? And then we have, for just a little bit further down the line, unless energy shifts, is the Page of Wands in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So I do feel like they're letting go of attachments. They're letting go of negative attachments. Yeah, so let me correct that. They're letting go of negative attachments. And this could also be addictions or just toxic behaviors, even the karmic. Anything that is holding them back, they're going to be letting go of. And with the Page of Wands in reverse, I'm going to clarify that. That was fast. All right, so this is the second time we're getting this card coming out of heartbreak. So, let's see. So I feel like, you know, at some point they wanted this new passionate beginning with the feminines. But it was just an idea in their heads, because the pages are just, you know, the very, very beginning of something. Sometimes it's just an inspiration. It's the initial thought, and I feel like that is still true, right? But it can also be sometimes just kind of immature because it is just a page. Now, we didn't get another court, like a king, to say that that's what they would be transferring to, from the page to the king, for example. But we do have the Devil, which means letting go of any attachments that would be immature or impulsive, not very well thought out. Just letting go of those ideas. And so if the masculines had in the past come back with a very small offer to the feminines because they weren't ready, I feel like now they're stepping out of that. They're stepping out of what it was that was holding them back from giving a proper offer to the feminines, because the Page of Wands, especially in reverse, is not a proper offer. Okay? And then with this Three of Swords in reverse, it's that, yes, they are healing. Exactly. So releasing their attachments and their toxicity is part of their healing. So this is what all of this is leading to, which is very, very positive. All right, so Spirit is not giving us any indication right now of the masculines coming forward just yet, but that's okay, because as we saw here, right, for what all of this is ultimately leading to is the Ace of Wands, right, the new passionate beginning, the Page of Cups, an apology, an offer of love or a communication of love, the Six of Cups, the reconciliation, and just really coming out of this discontentment and wanting to take this opportunity that they had previously ignored. All right, so let's not forget that. All right, so I'm not going to clarify these. There's just no point. Let's see. Any messages or advice for the feminines? Let's see what the masculines and Spirit want the feminines to know. So Spirit, what messages or advice do you have for the feminines that this reading is resonating with? Yeah, it's funny. We had that for the masculines, I think, in the previous reading. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. So, yeah. So maybe some of the feminines are already doing this. If you're feminine watching though, and you're not feeling in peace, which I think that a lot of feminines are not right now, judging from this energy that we saw, this is Spirit saying just to come into a feeling of peace, dissolving these disturbing thoughts, right? And like I said, you know, one way of doing that is just healing these past wounds from previous relationships. Now, if you also have childhood wounds that you're aware of course, heal those as well as much as you can. Let's see what else. What else do the feminines need to know? Observer. Wow, you know what? That's so funny. We had these cards for the masculines in the previous reading. All right, so yeah, see, peace. You know, try to come out of this anxiety as much as you can. You know, just accept the feelings for what they are. Don't try to force them to go away. Just kind of be at peace with being in this stress, okay? That will help the feelings subside. So try to just embrace your negative feelings, as crazy as that sounds. Embrace them, okay? They are a part of you. Acknowledge them, and then they can subside. And just be an observer. Just watch kind of the situation from a distance. Look at the overall picture. Don't look at just, you know, the things that are disturbing about it, okay? So let's just get one more from the Romance Angels. I really wanted this to be under 37 minutes because my camera cuts off at 37 minutes, which means now I'm going to have to edit the video, but that's okay. All right, so anything else that these feminines should know about themselves or about this connection? Too many. Stay optimistic about your love life. Yes. All right, so this is just really dissolving the unwanted or disturbing thoughts. Stay optimistic. Know that there is hope, okay? There is hope, and just have faith. And you know what? I want to just get one from this deck that I don't use too often, and for some reason I just really felt like pulling it out today. So let's get one final message. Final message for the feminines. Yeah, these cards stick together. It's so hard to get one out. Right, final message, please. There we go. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. So yeah. And this is just true, not just for your divine masculines, focusing on love in general. This will help you come out of this negativity and out of this stress. All right, out of this like mind turmoil. All right, focusing on love all around you in general, and in terms of other people, like your friends, your family, people you love. Focus on that. Focus on the love you have for yourself. Like I said, embrace even the negative aspects of yourself. And this will help you to heal the wounds as well. All right, and then in turn, because this will reflect back to the masculines, this will help them in their healing as well. All right, so that's what I got for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this reading resonated, please do like it, and feel free to leave a comment to let us know your story or your thoughts. And we'll talk again soon. Take care. Bye.